Straight ahead on 6 o'clock news. A new agreement between Idaho and Oregon over jurisdiction in the Hells Canyon region. Then, Governor Little's plan to reauthorize current administrative rules. But first, tree removal on 4th of July passed. What it could mean for your commute. I'm Dorsey Pearson, and this is Channel 3 News at 6 o'clock. Good evening, I'm Dorsey Pearson, and it's great to be with you tonight. Beginning in late April, contractors will be removing dead or dying trees on the 4th of July pass due to hazardous conditions. These trees may cause such as when they fall and limiting the view of oncoming wildlife. This process will take around a month to finish, and drivers may experience higher traffic than normal, such as one- or two-way traffic as the time gets closer. And here's McKenna Merrick with the weekly weather update.
We're outside of the depot in Wallace, Idaho on this pretty day. Looking at the Doppler radar, we're seeing showers over the region and temperatures in the 60s to low 50s. Looking at the 7-day forecast, we're seeing Saturday with a high of 45, and the Saturday night we're seeing a low of 29. Monday we're seeing a high of 48, and Monday night we'll also be seeing a low of 30. Back to you, Dorsey.
The Shoshone County Sheriff's Department would like to congratulate Jesus Brentland for completing 31 hours of job shadowing for his senior project. Jesus was exposed to various aspects of law enforcement during his job shadow, granting him a certificate of completion and strong aspirations towards the future. Wallace senior Ethan Parson was paralyzed from the waist down. Recently, Wallace Junior Senior High School has been raising money for travel expenses and medical bills. Here's Hannah Garatone with more.
Thanks, Dorsey. I spoke with Carter Bailey, the sophomore class president, about the fundraiser they are currently putting on.
So the point of this fundraiser is to raise money for Ethan Parsons, who is paralyzed from the waist down. We're raising money for our sophomore class of 2021 and also ASB. If we raise enough money, so at the $50 mark, Mr. Speck is currently getting his legs waxed. $100 mark would be Mr. Young. $150 mark will be Mr. Miller. The $200 mark will be Mr. Schauber, and the $400 mark will be Mr. Lund.
On Tuesday this week, Carter decided to give a sneak peek to everyone in the community of what would be happening to some of the teachers at Wallace High if enough money was raised. Check it out.
So I'll be doing this for Ethan. Ethan, this is for you. And please donate, please.
The sophomore class needs your help raising money for Ethan and Student Council. If you have any questions, don't be scared to message Carter Bailey or Hayden Hogemeyer on Facebook for more information. Reporting in the Channel 3 studio, I'm Hannah Garatone.
Crews have finished plowing snow on both the Idaho and Montana side of Thompson Pass, according to Shoshone County Public Works Director Frosty Greenfield. It was scheduled to be opened Monday, April 22nd. However, crews were able to finish early. Now here's Ryan Rodriguez for more news on the Wallace Pool.
Thank you, Dorsey. Summer's coming fast. Those who love to swim will be happy to hear that Wallace City Council has announced that the Wallace Pool must be fixed. Unfortunately, Wallace residents will have to go out of town to swim somewhere else, as the pool won't be ready this summer. Ideas are being pitched on April 23rd in the Eagles Lodge to have new plans proctored up for the pool. Thank you, and back to you.
The Friends of the Coeur d'Alene Trail Spring Ride has been rescheduled to April 27th. The ride will begin in Mullen and will follow the 72-mile trail all the way down to Plummer. And we'll be right back after these messages.
The best for less is what you get when you shop at the home of Western Family, Harvest Foods, in Wallace. In the meat department, you get value pack boneless, skinless, fresh fryer breast or thighs, $1.68 a pound, or bone-in assorted pork loin chops, $1.48 a pound. In the produce section, get a whole mini watermelon, $2.99 each, or you get pink lady apples, just 99 cents a pound. It's going on now through Tuesday at the home of Western Family, Harvest Foods, in Wallace.
Welcome back. In state news, Governor Brad Little began laying his plan to ensure existing administrative rules remain in effect this week. This is following the Idaho legislature's decision not to reauthorize the current administrative rules during the 2019 legislative session. The majority of existing rules will be reauthorized before June 1st. Agencies will accept written comments in accordance with state law. All rules reauthorized through this process are subject to change during the 2020 legislative session. The states of Idaho and Oregon signed a settlement agreement last week over the Hells Canyon complex, representing a monumental step toward Idaho Power's authorization to operate 3 Snake River dams. The parties began working since 2005 to resolve disagreements on water quality and fish passages along the portion of the Snake River shared by Idaho and Oregon. Idaho Power will implement significant water quality projects, resulting in cleaner, colder water flowing downstream. The company will also increase production at the Rapid River Hatchery, enabling 800,000 additional Chinook salmon. The Idaho Department of Environmental Quality is finalizing the water quality certification and formal responses to public responses received. It is expected that the efforts will be completed within the next month. Up next, it's Jaden House on the Channel 3 Sports Center with more on the Wallace High School baseball team. Take it away, Jaden.
Thanks, Dorsey. The Wildcats had a doubleheader on Thursday, April 18th in Bonners Ferry against the Badgers. The boys managed to trail behind the Badgers in the first game, leading to a final score of 20-14, with the Badgers taking the win. The second game didn't go as well for the Wildcats, and the Badgers beat them 13-4. The baseball boys had another game on Tuesday, April 23rd in Post Falls. They didn't do too bad in this game, and Post Falls only beat them by 4 points, with the score being 7-3. The next game for these Wildcats will be tomorrow, April 27th. It will be a doubleheader against Priest River, with the first game starting at 12:30 p.m. and the second at 2:30 p.m. That's all we have for sports this week. Tune in next week for an update on the baseball boys' season and a bit on some broken school records at the Wallace High School. Reporting in the Channel 3 Sports Studio, I'm Jaden House.
Thank you, Jaden. Authorities are still looking for a Florida man who broke into a Little League concession stand naked. He wore nothing but a baseball cap and gloves. He stole approximately $250 and caused $5,000 in damages. Take a look at the clip. And that's the news. This has been your Channel 3 News at 6. I am Dorsey Pearson.